What's up, Rosebuds? How you doing today? I'm sorry I'm late. I was hanging out in the lead attorney's chat. He was breaking down the whole sorry, I have me streaming on this other computer over here. Um he was talking about the whole Aries Spears Vlad beef, and I learned a lot today about streaming and getting paid for streams. And yeah, today is the day that I have never watched this much Vlad TV content, but I learned a lot today. So go figure. But I hope that all of you all are having a good day so far. I see that some of y'all are already kicked off in the chat. What's up to everybody in the garden kicking it with me? Death Daripa, Rev Dr. JC, Stephen James. What's up, my friends? It's so good to have you guys here in the garden. Come in, come in, come in, come in. I have about 3 videos to review with you all today. We're going to be talking about the whole Klay Thompson, Meg the Stallion, debate that's been going on online. I know some of y'all have Klay Thompson and Meg the Stallion fatigue. I saw you go Cree, and I feel you on that. I really, truly do. But it's like still a hot topic. So I decided we were going to talk about it today because it does fit with the theme Wilted Roses, because I'm pretty sure Meg is still crying in her Cheerios. What's up, Corey? What's up, the Genius CEO? I owe you some stuff, CEO. So I'm gonna be in touch with you by the end of the week. But Corey, what are you talking about? Corey says, I'm salty you were not on the ladies first last weekend. That was crazy, laughing my butt off. Yeah, like I'm actually kind of glad that I wasn't on, because I don't like, I would have just been screaming and yelling and doing I would have been doing too much because it was very triggering for me to watch it. I was definitely watching it in my soft pants, CEO. Soft pants Wednesdays. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are so crazy. But Corey, I was definitely in the chat, and I did for 1 minute ask if I could come onto the panel, and Melanin did send me the link. But I started like texting Melanin in the background, and that kind of like calmed me down. So then I didn't even try to join as people were coming off. Like, Fatty knows what he's doing. Giving me a break is good. He does. I don't need to crash out and ruin my own brand. And I think that situation would have definitely had me crashing out. Okay. And then my face was still healing from the fish gonads. So I would have had to do too much with the lighting to even look presentable on the screen. So I'm glad that you guys miss me when you guys don't see me in certain places. I still get lots of messages about not being on SBC. But shout out to SBC Nation and Cart Before the Horse. Still watch, still am subscribed, still am a member. I was just in their chat the other day as they were talking about Meg the Stallion and Klay Thompson. So there's no love lost. It's just, I'm trying to build my own channel, and yeah, I'm just trying to work with different content creators to get my weight up. The lead attorney was giving us game today, so you guys will see me, working hard over here in the garden. But I appreciate y'all shouting me out and even considering thinking about me when I'm not around. That makes me feel really good. But happy Wednesday to all of you guys. Please like the video on your way in or on your way out. I know that some of you guys will be catching this on the replay, but consider becoming a member too. And if you would like to send me a Cash App, I have a drop for the Cash App. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I have a new drop for that. My Cash App is down here displayed under my name. So yeah, let's go. Let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. Okay. So I said we're going to talk about the Meg and Klay split. Nia Long said what? And the funny today is actually going to be, it's not going to be Jesse Lee Peterson. I'm trying to give that a break, let him get his weight up with some more funny compilation clips or clips of his funnies on his morning show. So we'll do Jesse Lee Peterson maybe next week. But this week, we're going to review a funny from a content creator called Ant CEO. I've been really, really big on his content lately. My husband really likes his content. So my husband's been like, what is Ant CEO talking about? So I've been watching a lot of his content. So I have a funny pulled up. The funny tonight will be Ant CEO. Okay. It's not technically funny, but it's funny. Okay. I think that you all will enjoy it. Wait, shout out to TLA. Yeah. Oh, guess what? TLA made me a mod. Hey. So I got to make TLA a mod. So if y'all see TLA in the chat later on, let me know so I can go ahead and make him a moderator. Okay. So hit the like button for me. I'm going to hit the like button for myself. Don't hate on me. I can do that. But yeah, y'all hit the like button. All right. Let's see. How many likes do I have? I'm checking on y'all. Like, I need to see. Are y'all hitting the like button? Okay. So okay. All right. So I appreciate y'all hitting the like button for me. Let's go. So let's see. Where are we going to start? Where are we going to start today? Because today was a crazy day. All right. So since it's going to get ratchet towards the end, and because Fatty was kind of like on Meg Thee Stallion's side on Sunday, I decided that we're going to review this clip about Klay Thompson versus Meg Thee Stallion from this content creator. I think that you guys might remember him from doing the interview with Cam. Do y'all remember that interview with Cam where the guy wouldn't like do the little handshake at the end? I forget the guy's name. I'm about to pull his video up now. Okay, so we're going to share this. So his name is Jason Wilson. Let me go ahead and give him a like. Pull this out so I can watch it with you guys and also pay attention in the stream and make this bigger and pretty.
Situation with Megan Thee Stallion, and it's about a deficiency most men.
All right, so this guy here, he's probably going to get on y'all's nerves because he's talking about this in a very like mature kind of way, but he's putting the like he's putting a bit of the blame on Klay, right? I mean, I so to me it's hard to judge Klay because of Meg Thee Stallion's past, and maybe that's why I'm a bit biased against her, because I'm thinking of Tory Lanez and all of the things that poor Tory is going through in prison. I mean, he almost lost his life. There's rumors and speculation that this young man could have potentially not have shot or banged Meg Thee Stallion in her foot. So for most of us, since there's a big question mark, even though he's been sentenced and sent off to jail, we kind of look at Meg Thee Stallion as flawed and not a good girl. And I've done some research on Klay Thompson. He has 2 other brothers. So there's 3 siblings to his mother and father who are still married. His father is from the Bahamas. I don't know exactly where his mother's from, but she's a Caucasian woman from what I can tell. And He has two brothers, and all three of these young men are phenomenal. Like, one brother played for Major League Baseball. I think the other brother played basketball as well. And then you have Klay Thompson, who won 4 rings with the with Steph Curry for the Golden State Warriors, and now he's playing for the Dallas Mavericks. But he has a great track record as far as his professionalism goes, and it seems like his family is really big on professionalism and being above board, like raising the bar. His father played for the Los Angeles Lakers, and from what I read, he played with Magic Johnson, and he is now a commentator for the Lakers organization. So he talks about what they're doing currently with LeBron and everything else. And I think the other thing that I read was that his father was disappointed that he went to go play with the Dallas Mavericks. He was hoping that he would go and play with the Lakers, but who wants to play with LeBron? Like, who wants to sign up for that? I'm pretty sure, like, you don't go from playing with Steph to playing with LeBron, right? You probably want to stay really, really, really far away from LeBron. But he's not having such a great season, is what I've been hearing in gossip columns. So, and then in some other videos, I've been hearing that, since this breakup with Meg the Stallion, hey babe, since his breakup with Meg the Stallion, allegedly, people believe that he might be playing better basketball. So, yeah, his father was, yes. That's another thing I read. His father was the #1 draft pick. Thank you, Lee Turner. #1 overall draft pick. And he was the first immigrant person, because he's from the Bahamas. I think that was the other thing in the Wikipedia page that I read. So yeah, I just, and then on the gossip columns, they've been saying that Klay is just basically a ladies' man. Tisa Tells, I don't know if you guys watch her, but I do from time to time. She was reading this boy's diary, or this young man's diary, Klay Thompson's diary. He keeps a journal, and allegedly his ex-girlfriend leaked this journal years ago. And, he does a whole bunch of positive self-talk in his journal. And, he was basically telling on himself, he's like, I'm going to get some HEAD today. I hope it's good. And I'm the best hooper alive, like doing things like that. The way Tisa Tells was reading his diary was really funny. But you can just tell that he comes from a good family. He's into his career, he takes it very seriously. So, I don't know, like, in my view, looking at him and his family and his brothers, I don't think that he ever thought that he was going to make Meg the Stallion his wife. Because if you look at the way, like, they were presenting their relationship online, like her doing all that twerking on him on the boat and just really raunchy kinds of things, those are not things that you would want your girlfriend to do outwardly in public if you planned on going to your parents and telling your parents you were seriously considering her to be your wife. Like, my parents, I'm really big on what they feel and what they think and how things are presented to them. My husband and me have a very different background. So when we were dating and the more serious it got, like, there were things that I was worried about because I knew my parents were going to be apprehensive about him taking my hand in marriage, and though, because of those those things were there, but I never like highlighted those things. I was always trying to make sure they knew the best and brightest things about him. So in case they might have heard some of these things about his, juvenile past, that they would, understand that he was very, very far away from that younger person or version of himself. And by Klay going out here and parading her as the thought pocket girlfriend, I think that was her, no pun intended, but the shot in her foot, literally. If you wanted to be if you wanted to be a serious candidate for the wife role in Klay's life, you probably wouldn't have been twerking on him on the boat that way to your music. You probably would have just been leaning more into cooking, doing the family thing, and stayed away from all of those kind of like whorish images of yourself with him. But that's my take on it. It's good to see you, Repink. Hey, girl. How you been? I've been good, girl. I've been good. I've been good. Working hard. So excited for this kid to get out of school. Okay. We got 4 more weeks of school, and I'm so excited, okay, for the summer, because 10th grade was hard. Reliving 10th grade was hard for me. Okay. But it's good to see you, Repink. I love you, sister. And hey, Sentiment, it's good to see you too. Oh, you've Kira, yay. Please hit the like button. Listen to Repink and hit the like button for me, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna let this video play. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. We're gonna pause, play. You're gonna tell me what you think, and I'm gonna tell you what I think. Klay is the middle son. They're all very handsome young men. They all have had great careers. If I was their parents, I would be very proud of them. Whether they play for major leagues or B leagues or C leagues, their parents they seem to have done a very good job in raising all 3 of these young men. So it was nice to see a family like that. Okay. But we're going to let this guy talk about Klay and all his seriousness. At the end of the show, I'll be sure to post all of the links to give these content creators their credit. They'll be listed as video references in the description. You guys, please go back, give them a like, watch the video. Feel free to watch the video without my commentary. And then come back to the comment section to let me know if you've picked up on something we might have not talked about today. Okay? All right, here we go.
Refuse to confront.
All right, let's start this over. Here we go.
Another successful man falls, and we keep acting surprised. But the truth is, this isn't about Klay Thompson.
I don't think he fell.
It's about a deficiency most men refuse to confront. Shalom, my brothers. I truly hope all is well with you and your families. A lot of men are looking at this situation with Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson as entertainment. Another breakup, another headline, another moment, just to scroll past. But I'm telling you right now, my brothers, that if you're a man trying to build legacy, this isn't entertainment. This is another warning, because what you're witnessing is not rare, unfortunately, and it's not shocking, and it's definitely not new. It's a detrimental pattern that most men ignore, or most men don't recognize at all, because they're too focused on the pursuit of women. Let me be straight with you, my brothers. A man can have discipline in his craft and still be completely undisciplined in his character. He can wake up early, train hard, build wealth, and still lack the internal governance over his emotions that's required to sustain what he built. It is written, a man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls, completely exposed, completely vulnerable. See, in ancient times, cities were protected by walls that surrounded the city. And this is the part rarely taught. How many men who lack self-control follow their penis instead of aligning with Yah's purpose? I remember a time in the late 1990s when I was producing music for an all-star NBA player. It was Labor Day weekend, and he was hosting a party at his home in D.C. The guest list would be filled with some of the most attractive women in the D.C. area. As soon as I found out the plan, I didn't hesitate. I booked a flight back to Detroit to be home with my wife and daughter. not because I believed I wasn't strong enough to endure temptation, but because I had enough spiritual discernment to know a man can't carry fire next to his chest without getting burned. See, most men wait until they're in the environment and then they try to rationalize with temptation. But discipline doesn't start in the moment, my brothers. It starts in the decision to avoid what could take you down. We live in a culture that glorifies achievement, but ignores the consequences of an undisciplined appetite. See, success doesn't just reveal your strengths, my brothers. It exposes your lack of restraint. The more access you gain, the more options you have. And the more options in the hands of a man without sexual self-control will become more options for his downfall. Now, here's where many of us are misguided. Men look at situations like Meg and Klay and immediately start assigning blame. And typically that blame is pointed towards the woman. She wasn't attractive enough. She could have done more. And the classic, women are the problem. That's deflection, my brothers. And it's easier to critique a woman than it is to confront your own lack of discipline, your own lack of sexual self-control. A man's betrayal is not always a reflection of a woman's worth. It's more often a revelation of his. We have to stop reducing cheating to something casual, my brothers, like it's just about sex, because it's not. It's about deception. It's about entitlement. It's about sin. It's about the willingness to look someone in the eyes and allow them to trust a version of you that does not even exist. And as scripture warns, be sure your sin will find you out. This is a character issue, my brothers. It reveals a man who is emotionally ungoverned, easily moved, ruled by his desires rather than anchored in principle. And when a man is led by his emotions, by his appetite instead of Yah's purpose for his life, he will sacrifice an authentic love for something that's temporary every time. And psychologically, my brothers, this is where the conversation deepens. Some men cheat because they are avoidant. And from a psychological standpoint, that's rooted in what's called an avoidant attachment style. That pattern is often formed early when a boy learns consciously or unconsciously that emotional needs are not safe to express or won't be consistently met. So instead of learning how to depend, he learns how to detach. Instead of developing comfort with closeness, he develops control through distance. But relationship with a mature, emotionally intelligent woman requires transparency, consistency, and emotional presence.
Okay, so I want to just stop it right here because when you read her Instagram post, she said it seemed like he had communicated with her honestly that because she said he got cold feet, and what do you mean you can't be monogamous? So he is telling the truth. He did tell her the truth, you know? So, I mean, according to what we can deduce from what was said, you know, and then, you know, whatever statement she made to TMZ, it's like, you know, I get it that you're hurt that he doesn't feel like he's going to be able to just cut off all these other women for you. But at least he was transparent enough with you to let you know that. Maybe he never does want to settle down and get married. Is a man wrong for not wanting to get married? When I listen to this guy here, it sounds like he's judging Klay for not wanting to be married. And if Klay told her, you know, dating you is nice and I liked my time with you and I like kicking it with you, but I really don't think that I'm going to be able to just keep it me and you. Like I like to have multiple girlfriends and I don't want to disrespect you. So, you know, this thing that we're doing, if it means that I'm going to have to like play this role where I won't be that kind of man, I'm going to just let you know now that I can't do it. I don't see anything wrong with that. And then, I mean, the way that this guy is talking, that she's just this mature, elevated woman, when we all know that, you know, she's been with Moneybag Yo, she was with Party, she was with all these other people, you know, even women, allegedly. I mean, she just now found her maturity, I think, because she thought that Klay was this square guy that was just going to be easier to tame and maintain. But she was clearly mistaken, because like this guy has dated some beautiful women, and he's literally cheated on all of them, or allegedly they say he cheated. But, he could have very well just been having a nice time with them. And because they thought, they felt like, because they were spending so much time, like my girl Coco said on Sunday, she said most girls think because you're spending so much time with them, because you might have named your boat after them, because maybe you guys share a rental property or a piece of property, that he is making you his number one and his one and only. That's not always the case. Sometimes it's just, we're just doing these things because I'm enjoying you for the moment. So I feel like this guy is kind of like really judging Klay harshly, because Klay hasn't made the choice to get married to Megan. I don't know. What do you guys think? But I'm gonna let this play. It's almost done.
So instead of growing into closeness, many men self-sabotage and cheat because they feel inadequate. They have money, but they lack a sense of self-worth. So they use women as proof that they are still desirable, still wanted, and still that guy. And there are some men who cheat because they never properly receive love, nurture, or affirmation from their mothers. So they keep trying to extract from women what they never allow Yah to heal within themselves. But hear me clearly, my brothers. An explanation is not an excuse. The cause does not excuse the effect. Childhood wounds may explain the mentality, but they do not justify the betrayal, and even the betrayal of yourself. And what I mean by that aligns with 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 16. A man who unites himself sexually with a promiscuous woman, or it is written, a prostitute, becomes one with her. Because when a man becomes promiscuous, moving from one woman to another, something begins to shift internally. His mind no longer stays present. Instead, it reaches back to past encounters, thinking about the other woman's body, her behavior, and even her touch. You're in one place with your body, but divided in your mind. That's not connection, that's fragmentation. And this is why 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 16 is deeper than most men realize, that when a man joins himself sexually with a promiscuous woman, he becomes one with her, not just physically, but spiritually and psychologically. And when you keep forming those bonds, my brothers, you don't become more fulfilled, you become increasingly divided, because every encounter leaves an imprint. And over time, my brothers, those imprints begin to compete with each other. So now, instead of being fully present with one woman, you're carrying the residue of many. Ooh, therefore, before a man ever betrays a woman, he has already betrayed himself. Attachment issues may explain why a man runs from covenant, but they do not absolve him from the responsibility to become a comprehensive man. Because at some point, a man has to stop making women pay interest on wounds they did not create. But unfortunately, a lot of men have been taught how to acquire women, but not how to honor and keep covenant. They've been taught how to increase their value, but not their integrity. No restraint, no self-accountability, no self-control. And when that man is presented with temptation, he doesn't fall because of temptation. He falls because he is spiritually undisciplined. Because as James chapter 1, verses 14 and 15 teaches us, temptation comes from within, my brothers. Desire gives birth to sin. And when left unchecked, it produces death. My brothers, always remember, the cost is always higher than the pleasure. Okay. As always, I truly...
All right. Deborah said, shut him up. Deborah, I got you. Okay, he's gone. He's out of there. Let's get him up out of here. I'm so sorry, Deborah. I promise you that the rest of the show won't be so godly. Okay. But I went to go get my Bible, so I could keep up with him because I get it. There's some points that he was making. I feel him. Like if he wants to talk to men that are husbands already, or men that are wanting to be husbands, then by all means, yeah, speak to those men. But I don't think that Klay was one of those men. I just don't. I really don't. I don't think Klay was one of those men. I don't think that he is. I don't think he's just going to be one of those guys. I think that he's going to be one of these guys that are, what do they call it? Men going their own way, like MABW. Who says, like, he enjoys women, but he doesn't see himself getting married anytime soon. And that's his prerogative. I mean, women say all the time that they don't want to be with men and they don't need men for anything. So then why should Klay want to feel like he needs to, split half of his $300 million with a woman like Meg the Stallion? It's like, come on, guys. But Ree, I do have some merch coming. I made these tees. I'm playing around with another design. This is going to be, it's going to be merch to come. So, I'm figuring it out. I'm thinking t-shirts and candles. Everybody does like hats and stuff like that. But I was thinking t-shirts and candles because we can all use a new shirt, right? And we could all use a candle, to get our space nice and, help us pause when we come home from a long day, help us get our lives together. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got y'all coming. I got some merch coming for y'all. Yeah, candles. I'm just working on the wholesaler and testing the scent, the candle scent, because that's important to me. I want the candle to feel like luxury. I don't want it to just be some old Rudy Poo candle like from Walmart. Okay. But yeah, okay, so that was that. Y'all seem to not really agree. Yeah, it's gonna be a rose smell. But I don't know if I'm gonna mix like rose with tobacco because most of my audience is male, so I can't make it a sweet smelling candle unless y'all do like sweet smells. Would this be a candle that you would put on when your lady comes over? I don't know. So what I'm gonna try to do is do like a scent for men and a scent for women, and see how that goes. But it will definitely be rose will be the base note of the candle. It has to be because like smell the roses, like duh. But yeah, I'm thinking about candles. They're just expensive, and I've been in business for myself before, having a restaurant for 5 years, and I failed at it. So I am very apprehensive in doing things like t-shirts and other things. It has to make sense. And I have to be able to sell them. Like you guys have to be interested in them. So I'm excited that somebody mentioned merch because I've been thinking about adding merch. So maybe it's about that time. Okay, Ree, I got you. Okay. So y'all weren't really feeling that guy, right? So do celebrity relationships fail because of fame or because fame exposes problems that were already there? I think that there were problems already there. Like Klay was clearly, he's had his bad press with relationships, and then Meg had her bad press, and I just don't think that it was ever going to be a wedding involved. I'm sorry, Meg. I'm sorry that you hung your hat on that idea, but good for Klay for not being a sucker, and telling the truth. That's my take on it. Let's see. All right, so this next video that I am going to show is going to be about Nia Long and on Keke Palmer's podcast. Okay. So of course this conversation matters because both women represent different stages of womanhood, public life, love, and reinvention, right? So Nia Long, the most beautiful woman in the world since I was little, Love Jones, Friday, like she's just always been the most beautiful woman ever, right? And she was just publicly humiliated by Ime Udoka. He was her boyfriend, and then he ended up sleeping with one of the people in the Boston Celtics organization. Okay, he got fired, but then he came back. And who's he with now? Is he with is he with Klay Thompson? Is he is he the coach? Who is he the coach for? Isn't he the coach in Texas or something like that now? But you know, she got embarrassed, and then Keke found a normal guy, or was he normal? And got with him and had a baby. Now she's a baby mama. So I think both of them are baby mamas. One is just like closer to 50. The other one is like closer to 40, I think, right? So Keke Palmer is in that young mom, young woman career and identity season. And Nia Long represents grown woman grace, experience, privacy, heartbreak, and rebuilding, allegedly. Okay. And they're supposedly talking honestly across generations. So it was interesting to hear this, but it was hard to watch, right? For a number of reasons, because I think that they were both displaying their immaturity. And it just shows like a lack of growth with a certain demographic of women Nia Long's age. And then it shows like a lack of immaturity for Keke. It's like you go through these hardships and you have a child, and it's like you're not learning anything as you're going through them. These hardships aren't making you smarter at all. Okay. And then to me, there's just like a difference between being strong and pretending that nothing can hurt you, because it clearly has hurt you. That's why you are having this hard time finding a relationship, in my opinion. So there's nobody better to talk about this immature dynamic between Nia Long and Keke Palmer outside of this guy here. His name is Jason Black, and this podcast is called The Business. He has 2 YouTube channels here on YouTube. He has The Business and The Black Authority. This video here comes from The Business, and he is going to give these ladies the freaking business. Okay. So, like I said, I will definitely link this video in the description box after this airs tonight so that you can go back and give this content creator a subscribe and watch the video in its entirety, because we will not be able to do that because I have to cook by about 7:30, 7:45-ish tonight. So we're going to watch a little bit of this, and then we're going to move into our last and final video, right? But yeah, okay, good. So most of you guys do know about Jason Black. So without further ado, here is his assessment of the interview with Nia Long on Keke Palmer's channel.
Well, don't blame me for being the bearer of bad news. But the New York Times, whether they realize it or not, is reporting that the women have completely given up and given in, particularly once they get older. What? By older now, we're talking about in their 50s, and that brings me to tonight's subject here. There's a number of them I'm going to deal with here tonight, so try to strap in and hang on. We're going to talk first with this interview that was recently done by Nia Long. She went to go talk to Keke Palmer, of all people. And they wanted to discuss, well, we wanted to give you the update on Nia Long's dating habits. Nia Long is 55 years old. Damn! And I got to tell you, it's really only the guys from the 90s still running around panting like dogs. No disrespect, no anything. You know, at a certain age, you know, usually you bring in the new crop and they take over. But now, you know, it's just, they're just hanging on for dear life out of here. We don't get to cycle in fresh blood. We basically got the same 4 or 5 folk in the stable who've been getting recycled for 30-something years. Folks, when you recycle something for 30 years, that's not innovation. That's not aging gracefully. That's stagnation. However, I want to play for you how it's going over there. And if you thought it was going better for some other folks, you got to read between the lines tonight, folks. Read between the lines.
Every time. Every time. Well, speaking of love, because I love that you just brought up that whole, like, I mean, stepping back, and I'm single, you know, stepping out, like, how are you feeling about dating? Are you having fun? Are you
it's
interested?
stupid. I hate it. It's so dumb.
I want it to be like the 90s, how y'all made it look in the movies. It ain't fun, Nia.
I want flowers sent to my house. I need you to show consistent effort.
Like,
I need you to show me that I need you.
okay, because that's the thing.
That is.
Y'all want somebody to play dumb, but then you already dumb. Now we both dumb.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Why she say that?
Oh, please.
Oh, please.
Oh, please.
All right. So, folks, please keep in mind, this is a 55-year-old woman. No disrespect whatsoever. None at all. At 55, she's making, they talk about the YNs, she making YH demands. These are young ho demands. I want flowers sent to my house. Why? Is it a funeral? Damn. I want flowers sent to my house. I want consistent effort. So basically, I mean, at 55, she wants, now, I want to put this in its proper context. If she's saying that she wants that at 55, what exactly is it that you're asking for? And more importantly, who are you asking for it from? Let's just say that she's dating. Now, I want to come to this in a moment here, but I don't think she's going to feel right at 55 saying that she's with a guy who's 60. But what kind of man is sending flowers to your house at 55? I mean, seriously, who is that guy? Who is he? Y'all got folk in your family, dudes who are 60 years old, 65 years old. Name a single one. Anybody in your family who's married in their 50s or 60s and giving flowers. I'm talking about, she's talking about as a gift, not on an occasion. She wants flowers sent to her house like we're high schoolers. And what I'm saying is that once you get in your 50s, or she needs to be looking for somebody in his 60s or 70s. What? That's where she needs to be looking. Nia, you're 55, baby. That means you need to be looking for somebody who's 65 or 70. Damn! At least 65 or 70. Who is the 65-year-old or 70-year-old man who's sending you flowers like that? He's catching feelings and catching butterflies like that. That's a young dude. That's not a fella who is established, baby. You go, if you got a fella built like that, you should be glad he lets you walk in the door. That's a young dude who's starstruck and butterflies and infatuated. Not a 65-year-old man. So what she's saying is that she still wants that young woman reaction and vitality. And I understand that. I understand it, which is going to be a part of what I'm going to talk about here tonight. But I want you all to hear this. She's being honest. This is not a joke. This is not a game. She means exactly what she said. You heard the exact same thing with Vivica Fox. Vivica was not joking 20 years ago, and she's not joking today. She wanted it 20 years ago, and she still wants it today. Tina Knowles still wants it today. And Nia Long at 55, she still wants it today. You know why? Because there's a bunch of goofballs in her comment section and in her DMs.
Me too.
Maybe some struggling rapper maybe some struggling model, but there's a bunch of goofballs in her DM. Damn, baby, you showed you look good. These are fellas who will knock down anything like dominoes. They don't discriminate. They carpet bomb DMs and you just happen to look in yours and he was there. And this is the reason why at 55 years old, she thinks she's got leverage. She thinks she got leverage at 55. Ain't nobody buying you flowers. Like, if that was happening, women online would be posting that. They'd be stunting that. It doesn't happen. But she's saying that she wants you to be enthusiastic about her. And then she gave the coup de grace. Oh, man. Then she said not just that she wants to feel like you need her.
Every time. Well, speaking of love, because I love that you just brought up that whole, like, I mean, stepping back, and I'm single, stepping out, like, how are you feeling about dating? Are you having fun? Are you interested?
It's stupid. I hate it. It's so dumb.
I want it to be like the 90s, how y'all made it look in the movies. It ain't fun, Nia.
I want flowers sent to my house. I need you to show consistent effort.
Like,
I need you to show me that I need you.
Okay, because that.
Nigga, please.
I need you to show me that I need you. So you want, at 55 years old, you are looking for a man to put in consistent, extraordinary effort in a desperate attempt to convince 55-year-old you.
You guys, I have been married. I will be married 19 years in July. Okay. I'm not saying that to boast or brag, right? But if you think that me and my husband still do those little things that we used to do for each other when we were freshly engaged, when we were freshly married, when we were fresh, young lovebirds, right? We don't. And I don't know if this because our relationship is old or we are old. But I can't imagine that if I was still on the dating market at this age right now, I'm 44 years old. I got married when I was 25. I can't imagine that I would ever think that a 44 to 54-year-old man would be acting the way me and my husband acted towards each other when we were 25 and 28. You see what I mean when I say the immaturity of Nia and Keke Palmer to be going through all of this life and relationships and just keep thinking that every time they start new with someone, it's supposed to feel like however they felt when they were dating back in their early 20s. Like, it just doesn't work that way. And my audience is pretty mature. So I've already seen the comments as we've been watching this, and shout out to y'all for keeping me grounded. But the 60-year-old men in the delegation are like, nah, flag on the play. Like, we don't do that. If I'm buying you flowers, like I just bought my friend's father, and I didn't buy him flowers. His mother passed away. I sent him an edible arrangement, right? Because it was like, you don't send men flowers, But when my girlfriend's mothers or fathers pass away, I'll send them a very beautiful bouquet of roses or, a nice flower wreath. But for this man in his 70s, I sent him an edible arrangement. It's like a fruit bouquet. They have like cut the fruit is cut into little different flower shapes. The pineapple looks like a sunflower, and then the strawberries are like dipped in chocolate, and then the melons are like half dipped in chocolate with nuts and stuff like that. But like Jason is right. You do that when there's an occasion to do it. Like when you're building a relationship with someone this far in your older age, is it about the flowers and the butterflies, or is it about all of the other things that really fucking matter? That's why it's just like, no, sentiment, no. No, an edible arrangement. I'm pretty sure he might have liked that, but you can't send that. And I live in Georgia. We're not as progressive as some cities like Detroit, Denver, and California. Here in Georgia, you'll go to jail. Okay. I don't want to have to be calling the lead attorney to get me out of jail. Okay. But it was an edible arrangement. He called and thanked me for it. He was very excited to receive it. It made him feel good. And I felt good that he felt good because his mother damn near raised me. We were spending the weekends at his house all the time. He was like the cool dad. My ex-friend Latice's father. Me and her are not friends anymore, but I still have a lot of love for her. So when I heard that her grandmother passed away, I had to do something thoughtful for her father. But I think Jason, I'm saying all that to say that I think Jason Black, it was funny when he was like, what is this, a funeral? So yeah, I think it's very childish for Nia Long to be talking, like, in my point of view, the fact that Keke Palmer is in so much agreement with what Nia Long is saying. I think that if I was Nia Long walking away from this interview, I would be thinking, I need to grow up. Because if this younger lady that's like 20 years my junior is like dapping me up on every one of the talking points that I have, then I might not have done as much growing as I need to do, because we shouldn't be aligned and dapping each other up on every talking point. But maybe I'm just too mature.
He has to convince you that you need him. You ain't looked at your rent and your car note and figured out you need him? You ain't looked at that yet. You haven't looked at your property tax bill and figured it out. That you all just heard that at 55 years old, y'all, we 30 years since Friday. Do you all realize it's been 3 decades since Friday? Please go take a look at your IMDb database. But we're talking about 3 decades since Friday, with Keke Palmer talking about the 90s. Baby, you were a toddler. 30 years since Friday, and she's talking about she expects a man to convince her that she needs you. Talk about jumping through hoops. Nobody told Nia, baby, ain't no man over the age of 40 trying to figure out how to jump through hoops for you except some nostalgic ass-kissing beta groupie fanboy. But there is no man who is actually established who's trying to figure out how to convince you that you need him. Jumping through hoops. You need to buy me flowers and make consistent effort. That means following up behind her, doing all this. But if you do that, she's not going to desire you because she's looking for a man that she can look up to. So she's telling you that you need to be chasing after her. And yet, in reality, she wants a man that she can chase after. And my point is, who is at 55 years old, who is that guy going to be? At 55, maybe there's a 65 or 70-year-old who's like, damn, if I can score Nia Long after all these decades, I can check that off my bucket list. Please. I mean, let's just be honest. When you're talking about the fanboys and the groupie nostalgic guys, he's just like, hey, if it was another female, he wouldn't really be checking twice. But, oh, hey, I remember you from Friday. Let me check this off my bucket list if I can. And that's really what it is. So you're looking for a fella who missed the first train the first time around, never had a shot with you, and is willing to wait 30 years past prime to come take care of another man's kids. By the way, at 55 years, yes, I'm banging on that number, 55 years old. Who is the guy who his head popped off the pillow this morning and he said, you know what, I sure do wish I could find a 55-year-old with a kid by an NBA player that I could come take care of? Who is that guy? Who is the fella whose head popped off the pillow this morning and said, damn, I really do wish there was a 55-year-old I could bring into the picture. And I'm just asking, who is that guy? Because Nia is very adamant about this. And I'm just wondering who he is as a fellow who is near that age myself. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, there might be a sucker ass simp out there somewhere who remembers 30 years ago. But as far as a fellow who's out here getting it today at the top of his game, he's actually looking in the other direction. But folks, she's 55 years old and laying out her list of demands like a PLO hostage taker.
Like, I need you to show me that I need you.
Okay, because that's the thing.
That is.
Y'all want somebody to play dumb, but then you already dumb. Now we both dumb.
Okay, I'm leaving. I gotta go.
You know I'm not lying.
Keep walking.
You know I'm not lying.
It only gets worse.
Dumb, but it's like you already are dumb. So now what do?
I'm sorry.
Somebody's got to teach somebody something.
Somebody has to be the student, and someone must be the teacher.
It's getting to the point that I was at one of these events, and the guy next to me, I mean, he's talking to me about he just going to France, and he and we're having such a great time. 69 though, and I started to think.
He
should
was
I date?
69.
I was like, should I date?
Asking you to do 69. I was like, what? On the first conversation,
he gave me an evening to remember. I started to think.
No.
69,
honey. No.
70, maybe.
Damn! Alrighty then.
Hold on, I gotta put my own soundboard to it. I got sounds. I'm shooting her in the foot like Meg.
Who's this nigga?
You don't find that suspicious?
Look at Nia's face. She like, hell nah. I don't even want to date a 69-year-old. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, let me stop.
That's right, y'all. Now, here's my point. My point about playing that part right there was, do you understand what that means? I want you to understand that. Keke Palmer is 32 years old.
Nigga, what?
She is 32 years old. 32. And she was standing and having a conversation with a 69-year-old, and she was seriously considering it. You know why? Because she's an ex-Disney girl who is now a current single mama, and she is looking to see when the phone gonna start ringing.
Dang.
And the phone is not ringing.
Dang.
The most eligible, Michael B. Jordan, you aren't even on his radar. For the up-and-coming dudes out there, the guys that they're hiring at Marvel or DC, you know, to play Green Lantern or to play, you know, Luke Cage, you don't even exist to them. No disrespect. No disrespect. You don't even exist to them. To the fellas out there who are up and coming in the game now and out here getting it, baby, you're not on their radar anywhere.
Dang.
Nowhere. So, of course, that's going to happen. In the chat room, Latizi, I might have you call up about that so you can explain to everybody what the significance of that is. I mean, is that what kind of major accomplishment is that? I mean, that's free. That's basically a public utility today. So, I don't know. Somebody thinks that. Somebody thinks after all this time, there's always one who jumps up. You know, you sleep with them as if, okay, what exactly does that mean? Tell me what the value of that is to you.
Nothing.
That's special. If a man wants to sleep with me, that's special. That means that I am special. Because he wants to sleep with you. Yes. Sex equals commitment. Okay. It's 2026. You want to know why women got crazy body counts? Because there's still a bunch of them running around thinking that. If you'll sleep with me, that means commitment. You still slept with me. Okay. And that gotta count for something. Not really. What you mean, not really? No. You were just selling on the day that I was buying. Most guys are in a sexual drought. Well, I need this to be special to you because I'm looking forward to greater benefits. Nope, no greater benefits. You get the benefits right here on this mattress. That's it. You men are scum. All right. Keke Palmer is entertaining a 69-year-old for a conversation. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. Controversial hot take. That's exactly where she needs to be. Yeah, Keke needs to leave no stone unturned at this point right here, baby. 32 years old. By the way, and then you listen to what Nia had to say. Now, you heard what Keke just said there, and then listen to how Nia responds.
An evening to remember. I started to think.
No.
69.
Honey, no.
70, maybe.
No, baby, no.
But
that's
these
like
guys-
a grandpa to your child. You're looking for...
He's done it before. He can help me with Lil. Girl, because it's getting to the point where the guys that are...
I can't go that
30s,
old.
40s,
Because I
they're
like
not-
fresh and clean, and that just feels like it
Yeah.
could just get a
The
little
sex
musty
part
or
could be a bit
something.
of a...
Okay, Nia Long is 55 years old, and you just heard her say, well, I can't go that old.
Oh
Baby, that's
my
only
God.
14 years older than you are now.
Oh,
I
God.
say only. Folks, she's 55, and she don't want a dude in her age group. You just heard it. She's 55 and talking about 69 is too old. Denzel is like 72. What? Okay, well, Nia, if that's how you feel, you're in your 50s. If that's how you feel about a guy in his 60s, how do you think that the men in their 40s feel about you?
Thank you. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, do they hear themselves? Do they hear themselves? And then, like, I don't know what's that young lady's name that is on the podcast with Paul Pierce. Then you'll have young ladies like her say, well, what's wrong with an older woman? What's wrong with an older woman? When older men don't want to date older women, they want to date younger. But when Nia Long says it, it just glosses over everybody like that's okay. Why is it okay for Nia Long to not want to be with a 69-year-old? But when 69-year-old men want to be with young women, Keke Palmer's age, they're gross and they're disgusting. You see what I mean? It's like when you flip the coin and you flip the sides and you flip it over and you flip it back and forth like Aaliyah. It's the same damn thing, but the men get a bad reputation for it, but nobody is talking about this when it's Nia Long saying it.
So she just sat there and told you all I'm 55 years old.
Deliverance.
And a fella in his 60s, oh, that would just make me feel old. And what's the sex gonna be like? Baby, you 55. Please stop acting like it's a triple X rated get down. Don't do that.
You guys, you mean drop the link to come up with me? I can't drop the link because I gotta cook dinner in like 30 minutes. And it's a school night. When school is out, y'all, when school is out, I promise I will be dropping the link again. And we will be having fun having these conversations together. But if y'all want me to stay married and have a son with, A's and B's, I got to cook and I got to make sure homework is done at a certain time. That's why I moved the show up to 6:00. I moved it back to 6:00 instead of doing it at 9 p.m. because we got 4 more weeks of school left. Okay. But yeah, I will definitely be dropping the link in the summertime. We will be having a whole bunch more fun. I promise. Let's see. What do you think it's easier for older men to be with younger women, or the opposite, which one is easier by nature? I think it's easier for older men to be with younger women because typically, like you just heard Keke say, she was considering getting with the 69-year-old man because usually women do like men to be a little bit more older than them, more established, more mature, stronger. So I think older. I mean, my husband's 3 years older than me. I've never dated a man when I was dating. I never dated a young man or a boy younger than me. I've always looked for older guys. So I think it's easier for older men to get with younger women. And then, like, did y'all? And I'm gonna talk about this show. And CEO, don't start. But y'all remember in Ozarks when Ruthie's cousin was getting with that old lady that owned the poppy farm? I mean, it's like gross when young men get with older women. When young men get with older women. Yeah. I think society looks at it more like it's more normalized when it's an older man versus when it's an older woman dating a younger man. So the concept of people in high school dating people in college, is that something that naturally occurs in life according to nature, or is it socialization? Oh, you trying to read my whole life story, aren't you? No, yeah, I think it's a little bit of, I think it's more naturally occurring, right? Because let's just think about like us living in the caves or out in the wilderness before we had brick and mortar houses, right? Like a young man that is in your peer group probably wouldn't have been able to know how to build a house. So you were probably going to try to date and get with a man that could put you in a house, that knew how to build a house or a mud hut or a tent, versus the young man that didn't. So I don't know. I think it naturally occurs. I think the socialization part is more, you shouldn't be like 24 in college getting with a 15-year-old in high school, right? So the socialization part is, is she a senior? Is she a 17, 18-year-old senior? I think, so the socialization part comes in there because of like where she is on the age spectrum. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but typically here in Georgia, 17 is considered an adult. So, I wouldn't want men in college reaching back for a 9th grader or a 10th grader, but reaching back for a 17, 18-year-old 11th grader, 12th grader, maybe not 11th grade, but maybe 12th grade. I know I was hanging out in colleges when I was in the 12th grade. I was going to Georgia Southern. I was going to UGA. I was hanging out, so my friends were older though. So even though I dated older guys, my girlfriends were always older than me too. I always hung out with the older girls like Lala Anthony. We went to high school together. I hung out with her. I was in the 9th grade. She was in the 12th grade. I got my first tattoo when she got fired from the radio station for taking us to see Jagged Edge when we were supposed to be in school. She got fired. She ended up having to get a job at a tattoo place, and that's how I got my first tattoo. So I've always hung out with older because older people can drive, they're cooler, so I don't know. I think it's natural to want to be around people that can help you elevate yourself. And I think I got, yes, Messy. Hey, it's good to see you. Talk about it, boo. Shout out to the chat. Hit the like button. Yes, Messy, thank you. Thank you for your contribution tonight. I have a drop. For you, Messy, for the super chat. Here it goes. Thank you so much, Messy. Y'all go follow Messy Michonne live, okay? I love her morning shows, okay? I go into work and I have to turn it down. People are like, what are you listening to? Like, stay out of my business, but I need to be turning my headphones down. But love you, Messy. Thank you so much for your contribution tonight. That was super awesome. Yeah, and that's my drop. That's my new drop. I'm so proud of it. Yeah. But I'm gonna let this play.
Don't do that. It's just, it sounds cute, but you're making promises you can't keep. So let's not do that. But she wants you all to know. And that's why I'm bringing this up, because the thing is being left out here is that, by the way, even she doesn't want an older dude. You know why? Because the real reason is, how do you show off a 69-year-old on the red carpet in Hollywood? Because what she's really telling you all is the ones she wants, they've already gotten away.
Right.
The ones that she's after, the ones that she would rather have, they've already gotten away. They're not available. The fellas who were killing the game back in the 90s, Denzel, Samuel L., Will Smith, and that's gone. Those ships have sailed and sunk. They have left the building. And Nia's sitting here now. She would go for that, but she's like, no. She wants somebody she can show off and stunt about and show off to her friends and the other Hollywood starlets and whatnot. She's looking for that.
So why she just didn't stay with Emmy Udoka and just be, she was already a baby mama. Like, you don't get to have it all. You just don't. Like, you're going to end up going to the grave sad and lonely and thinking about what could have been. You could have just got over it. Like, no man is perfect. Like, geez, Louise, what did you do to contribute to the fact that your relationship was falling apart and this man was sleeping with somebody that he worked with? We all play a part. I mean, it might not be like 85% your fault, but did you contribute 15% of it? I mean,
it's not.
I mean, that man is fine. I mean, he wasn't no Rudy Poo, I'm sorry. That was a man you were supposed to be in the city with him at all times. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be married or dating or having a baby daddy like M.A. Udoka and be in California while he's in Boston. Nah, you need to have your ass in Boston. All day. You need to be bringing him lunch. You need to be popping up. You need to be like going to every single event outside of the basketball court. Like, he wasn't no Rudy Poo. I mean,
happening. There are no more ball players out there. There are no more athletes. She rolled the dice on an NBA player, and it went exactly as well as you could expect it to go with an NBA player. And here we are, y'all,
listen, Messi, I would have been mad. I would have been sad. I would have been mushing him all up in his forehead, all of this, all it like poking him hard in the chest. I would have been mad at him, but I would not have left him. Like, you're going to have to, I don't know, like, you're going to have to figure out a way to fix this with me. But we gonna keep my family intact. I'm not like, what is that Beyonce song? Ring the alarm. Ring the alarm. I've been through this too long, and I'll be damned if I let another chick on your arm. That is how I would be. Okay, y'all be like, dang, Nia Long, Raquel ain't heard the reports about him sleeping with some lady in the Boston Celtics organization. No, I sure haven't. You would have seen me out kicking it with Messy Michonne on Sundays, having brunch and cocktails. I would have just been going on about my business like nothing ever happened. I would refuse to be out here again looking for somebody that's going to be half as handsome, half as wealthy. No, I put too much damn work in here. I put too much work right here no. They get on my nerves. Yeah, right. The internet would not know. Exactly. Same with Meg Thee Stallion, Messy. If I found his diary and I heard that he was doing all this crazy stuff, maybe I just don't post anything on social media for a while. My friends will be like, Raquel, don't post nothing. Don't say nothing. Yes, I won't say nothing, because now it's worse. When you come out and you say all this other stuff, it just makes you look that much more stupid, that much more crazy, that much more immature. Because men don't like when you carry their business out into the streets in front of everybody and embarrass them. They have organizations that they work for, business partners that they partner with. It's money on the line. And then you come out there and do that. Like what about when you're not mad anymore and you take them back? Now all of a sudden you're taking them back, but your thread, your YouTube thread, your Instagram feed, anytime you post him, it's gonna be a problem, because they're gonna be like, I thought you broke up with him. I thought it was over. That's how they gonna be on you. Hey, L. Howard. Thank you. She says, you better say it. Yes. And let me do a little drop for you too, L. Howard. Thank you for your super chat. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button. But yeah, man. Y'all, ladies, grow up. Nia Long, grow up, girl.
These years later, and by the way, do y'all remember all the ass clowns? Yes, I'm calling you exactly what you are. Y'all remember all the ass clowns when she first got with him and they were sitting up talking about we were wrong, everything was great, we were wrong, we were just hating, we were just jealous? Has anybody been able to find any of them idiots today? You know, the folks who were bragging about the latest female getting with an NBA player as if that was going to be great. They egg you on for this foolishness and this silliness. And when it goes south, they're nowhere around to help you. But I think you all remember when she first got with him, there was a bunch of folks who were
Hold on, Lee. I feel you on that. Nia Long's half sister, Samore, who I love. I love her comedy. Okay, Samore is fine too. She is beautiful too. She was Day Day's father's girlfriend in the Holy Moly Donut Friday, which I think it was Friday after next. But Lee, the thing about Samore is you don't hear about her nowhere. You don't hear her complaining. She's not doing podcasts, making herself look more silly. You know, if she don't have a man, she ain't out here being hard pressed about it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, she fine, she beautiful, she don't have a man, but she ain't out here, you know, running in the headlines about it. Going to talk to little girls like Keke Palmer about it. Samore is a grown damn woman. She has made her bed. She's laying in it. I can respect her for that. Straight up, like for real. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you though. And she is super fine.
Are you with me about that?
I don't know who Samore is. Y'all need to look her up. She is very beautiful. But I mean, I guess that's the curse of beauty and being in Hollywood, is that you just don't never freaking settle down. I'm sorry. This is just, thank you so much, D1957. He says, same ones that told her to leave creep in the DMs. You know they were. As soon as she was like, it's over, I'm moving back to California, I'm taking our son away, you know they were like, hey, big head. Shout out to you, D_1957. I mean, I can't with them. Okay. And thank you, 30K UVL for gifting a Smell the Roses membership. If you got a membership from 30K, please say thank you to him. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate you helping the garden grow. You guys welcome the new recipient of the membership into the garden. We love that for you. Welcome. And then Stuntman Kareem, thank you for the $4.99. He says, finally caught a rose live. Salute to you too, sir. Thank you so much for your contribution. Hold on, let me get this little drop for you. I love this little. Okay, so this was Jason Black. So I'm gonna leave it here because I have this other video pulled up that I think is gonna be funny. That I think y'all will like, talking about the same subject, right? But he has a different point of view, still very sharp, but super funny. Okay, so let me stop sharing this one. I promise to make sure to drop all of the links to these content creators in my description box so that you guys can go and give them a follow, like their video, watch without the commentary. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know Nino Brown, but he's one of my favorites to watch. My husband put me onto him. Shout out to my husband watching this crazy guy. But he is super funny. He has a super funny take on this too that I thought you guys would appreciate. So here we go. Yeah, so this is how he comes on. He's always going to be in a different Versace robe, in a different crown, and he's very spirited and elevated in his speech. I think that you guys will really like him. What's up, talented Mr. Heat? What's up? It's good to see you. Oh my gosh. Here we go.
55-year-old Nia Long and 32-year-old Keke Palmer both got money, both got success, they both got fame, they famous actors, but yet they still can't find a man. Check this out.
But speaking of love, because I love that you just brought up that whole, like, I mean, stepping back, and I'm single, you know, stepping out, like, how are you feeling about dating? How you having fun?
It's stupid. I hate it. It's so dumb.
I want it to be like the 90s, how y'all made it look in the movies. It ain't fun, Nia.
I want flowers sent to my house. I need you to show consistent effort.
Like,
I need you to show me that I need you.
Okay, because that's the thing.
That is.
Y'all want somebody to play dumb, but then you already dumb. Now we both dumb.
Okay, I'm leaving. I gotta go.
You know I'm not lying, Nia. You know I'm not lying. They want you to play dumb, but it's like you already are dumb.
Now, see, this is why Kevin Samuels is needed in this generation. I know he rolling over in his grave right now, begging Jesus to send him back. See, them two women don't got grandma. They weren't raised right. Who the hell raised your Nia? Who raised your Keke? Keke, do you love me? Women don't like to listen. They don't like to take no accountability. They make decisions based on emotions. And they think that men are dumb. Like she just say men are dumb. They think men are dumb because men are weak for the poom poom man. And good luck with women like this. Because being that they got everything already, they feel like they the man in the relationship. And the man that's in the relationship with them is a boy toy. And you got to be what Stedman is to Oprah. Carry on.
So now what do I do?
I'm sorry.
Somebody's got to teach somebody something.
Somebody has to be the student, and someone must
Girl,
be the
it's getting
teacher.
to the point that I was at one of these events, and the guy next to me, I mean, he's talking to me about he just going to France and he and we having such a great time. 69 though, and I started to think,
He
should
was
I date?
69?
I was like,
I
should
thought
I
he was
date?
asking you to do 69. I was like, what? On the first conversation,
He gave me an evening to remember. I started to think.
No.
69,
honey, no.
70, maybe.
No, baby, no.
But
That's
these
like
guys-
a grandpa to your child. You're looking for.
He's done it before. He can help me with Lil. Girl, because it's getting to the point where the guys that are
I can't go that
30s,
old
40s,
because I
they're
like
not-
fresh and clean, and that just feels like it could
Yeah.
just get a
the
little
sex
musty
part
or
could be a
something.
bit of a.
It could be a
you
little
know.
weird.
Now she been listening to way too much Summer Walker. Cause why in the hell you 32 years old trying to date your granddaddy? And even a 50.
Hold on. Thank you. The greatest ever. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He says, like button action. Hit the like. Oh, he says, hit the like and hype buttons. I'm here to watch your garden grow for real, for real. Do it, Shouty. Thank you. Are you from Georgia talking like that, calling me Shouty? I appreciate you so much. Let me do this for you, sir. Thank you. I love when people say shouty. The lead attorney said shouty one time. I was like, oh, he mad. He's saying shouty. But no, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much for helping the garden grow. Yes, hit the like button, hit the hype button. That would be great. I don't know. Do y'all be hyping me up? But if y'all do, thank you. I appreciate it. But let's let Nino carry on.
5-year-old Nia Long had enough sense in her goddamn head to tell her about her baddest. Look like she had an experience like this with a man 14 years older than her ass. Keke's stressed right now with the dating pool because the dating pool got piss and shit in it. And that's sad. Can you imagine being a comedian, an actress, a young multi-millionaire? You still can't even buy a man to stay with your ass. To the point where you will consider being with a man that's 69 years old. His life battery is on 6%. Based on a human life expectancy where they dying at the age 75. And here you is 38 years younger than this man with physical wants and needs, and he can't deliver without that Niagara. What you thinking about, Keke? Carry on.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's like I'm open to love. I'm open to the vibes, but the vibes aren't giving vibes. So then I just find myself having so much more fun with myself, with my girlfriends.
Yes, this is the thing. Like, listen,
know?
every girl wants to feel special.
Yeah.
But I also feel like
You guys, I'm sorry. I love my girlfriends. I love going out to get sushi, sit down for a couple hours at the table. You know, we at Umi, we're at Cafe Intermezzo, we're knocking down, you know, coffee and champagne and sushi and crumpets and strudels. But after that, I want to go home to my man, and I hope I get there safely. No, you need a man. There's nothing better than having a man at home. Getting dressed up for a man. Putting yourself together for your man. Like, what is wrong with y'all? I get it. I have girlfriends too. But no, at the end of the day, I need my man. My man. Like, what is wrong with y'all? No. Look at Nino's face. Look at Nino's face.
experienced good love in my life. And so I know when it's good and when it's just playtime. But what I do think I need to do more of is engage in playtime.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I've always been in a relationship. I've always been like, oh, you like me, I like you. Okay, now we're a thing.
Me too.
And then 5 years later, and you're like, oh, whoa. but I don't really know how to like casually date.
I feel like guys don't want to casually date when you're not begging for more.
Maybe that's what, because I am very
1000%.
aloof.
Me too, girl. I'm like,
like,
do your thing. I got to do.
We're not chasing.
They don't want that. Like, to me, it's like, why can't we have a look? Why can't we be consistent sneak links? Why can't we just say, hey, it's
and
Friday?
they talk too much. Where's the NDA?
Way too much. I do
we
need
need
that.
an NDA.
The NDA I need stat.
Right now.
Now, Nia Long, you 55 going through a whole midlife crisis.
See, that right there is why she lost M.A. Udoka to the lady at work. I just said you need to be going up to his job, giving him his lunch, going to all the work events, staying in the same city as him. What is wrong with them? You're not going to keep any man if you don't act like you're interested. If you my man, I want to know when you woke up. I want to know when you going to bed. I want to know what you ate for lunch. I want to know, are you okay? I want to know like all of the things. I want to know everything. Do you have a headache? Did you trim your toenails? Like, I want to know. I want to know these things. If that annoys you, then I would never be the girlfriend for you. I would never be the wife for you. Because I need to know all of these things. Did you go to the doctor? When was the last time you went to the dentist? What did the dentist say? What did the doctor say? How is your job going? Like, I need to know. Don't y'all want to know? Don't y'all want to know? What's up, Mr. Walker? Hi, brother. Good to see you. He says, laughing, mature, aloof, sneaky link. It's like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? Are you dumb? Yes, they are dumb. Hey, Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker, thank you for the contribution to the Rose Garden. He says, salute Mrs. Raquel Rose, buds and rose thorns. Mr. Walker, I got a drop for you. If you haven't seen it, here it goes. Thank you, sir. That's me jumping on y'all saying thank you. That's my favorite part. I had to get it in there. Thank you, everybody that has contributed so far. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We're going to wrap this up with Nino. Here we go.
It was just the shit back in them 99s and them 2000s. And she battling the issue where them YNs ain't barking up her goddamn tree no more. So she's starting to accept the fact that she got to get some mushroom tip from them YNs that got mama issue. Then they barking up that goddamn old ass juice box. And Keke Palmer just lost. She battling her own demon. But what she don't realize is she's sitting right in front of her future self, interviewing herself. At 55, this gonna be her. Carry on.
Because I'm looking for
What do you
Friday.
guys
Are we
do
on
now?
for
Is
Friday
it
night
this?
again? Yeah.
Are these the right thing? Oh,
Are we on
okay.
Friday night again? Yeah. Ate that.
Okay.
Eat that. Eat that, maybe.
We
Anyway.
definitely eat. Yes, eat it
You
and
know,
sign.
Because I'm done. I'm done with the. They're not being
Sign is
mature enough.
crazy.
Oh, it's so eating and sign is eating it. Okay.
Listen.
Yeah, it's tough out here, but you know, hey, beautiful. women
I
problems.
feel like the thing about dating for me is I want to date with intention.
Yes,
But I also want to have fun. I just don't think I'm like into it though. Like here's the other thing. I don't have time.
yeah.
That's really the truth.
I don't
a lot
have
of
time. To your point, I don't have time to do something that doesn't feel worth it to me.
Yes.
And I can compartmentalize. I can do the same thing a guy can do respectfully and ethically, right? I can have a sneaky link vibe, or not even sneaky link, but just like a guy that we know we're good friends and we enjoy each other's company every now and then, but it's nothing serious between us. And then the opportunity of possibly being something serious with someone. I'm open, but it's not. I don't feel like there's a lot of people.
I think I need to get into that.
I would too.
There's a couple that I do that with that I know.
Oh, you
I think they're
lucky.
scared. You know, they're like scary.
Because they're going to fall in love with you.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, baby. Because once you put it down,
Hey.
hey, they don't know how to control themselves.
Back that thing up.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Can somebody explain to me how Nia Long go from being married to wanting to be a side chick to a married couple? How that work? That don't sound right. Nia Long, Vivica Fox, and Diamond from the Players Club need a goddamn podcast called Old and Delulu. Can you imagine? You sign an NDA to eat it like they say you want you to eat it. She pull it out, they goddamn eat it, and it's gray hair and cobwebs everywhere. And why is it? It's only our women, them sisters.
Who is this nigga?
What is he talking about? Damn, I didn't catch that the first time. Damn, Nino.
That got the weird and wild expectations. Nia was just married with that goddamn NBA coach who left her for a young cheerleader. I know she bitter because she was with him for 13 years. Keke Palmer gonna end up a rainbow, or she gonna end up alone and miserable. Her life just gonna whoop on her ass and she gonna just goddamn change and settle like this one doing. Cause at 32 years old, she on the clock, but she can't even see the time. Y'all comment below y'all thoughts. Y'all let me know how y'all feel.
Okay. So that was Nino Brown's take on it. I hope y'all found that as funny as I did. I promise to leave the link to this video in my description box so that you guys can go back, give the video a like, and subscribe to his channel. But I had to show that to y'all because that is just so funny to me. Yeah, so that was Nino. Hey, Rondi, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He said, where is the discount bin? I see items to throw in it. Yes, I know, right? Like you just know Jason Black is going to have them in the discount bin soon, okay? And I think you were here when I was playing the Jason Black take on Nia Long's immature ass with Keke Palmer. But thank you, sir. Thank you, Rondi. Thank you. Oh my God. Okay, so I have one more video to show y'all. I'm gonna go over time. It's okay. I can get dinner done in an hour. I'm gonna log off at 8 o'clock. I'm in Georgia, so it's 7:41 EST, Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I don't know where you all are at, but we have about 15 more minutes left of the show. I'm going to show y'all this video here. This video here is from Aunt CEO. Okay. And I said I was going to start off or I was going to end the show with something funny. So this is going to be my funny for the evening. This is how we're going to end the show tonight with Aunt CEO. I hope he doesn't get mad at me for playing this, but I thought that you all could appreciate this because no matter what channels we're watching or what panels you're watching as we're battling it out with these crazy modern women, which I am usually doing, you hear usually smoke detectors, okay? So we're going to watch a couple of calls that Aunt CEO is going to take with these women that want their modern young ladies that want to call him, critique his show, everything he stands for, but in the background, you're going to hear something that they don't even notice. They don't even hear it themselves, but they're calling this young man and telling him what he needs to do with his life. But they haven't deduced in their own life that they need to change the battery in their smoke detector. Okay, here we go.
What's on your mom?
I just wanted to piggyback off what you would say.
Okay, about what?
Potentially dating, and when you are a young woman going into the dating field.
You don't even hear it, do you?
Huh?
I said you don't even hear it, do you?
Hear what?
That's the point. Oh boy, we 2 for 2 today. You don't hear it?
Hear what?
That's it. You live by yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. When last time a man been over there? You hear that?
About 4
Did you hear that noise?
to 5 months.
Did you hear that noise? No.
No.
Okay. So okay. This is becoming into like I need to do a compilation of this shit, man. Sweetheart, there's a smoke alarm that is beeping. It is very loud, and this is not even about the smoke alarm. This is about the lack of awareness that you have with paying attention to things that's in your life that are a reoccurring theme. That is something that can be a very big annoyance, and that you've toned it out because you're so used to it. Not only does this, you heard that right?
Okay, I heard that.
There we go.
I counted
but the
it
thing
3
is, I
times.
shouldn't have to see. This is and no disrespect to you. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm really trying to help you. I'm a man, so I know you live alone, and I know ain't no man there, at least no man of value, because ain't no man finna let that fucking noise be beeping every 15 to 20 seconds and then just tone it out and act like nothing is there. So this the point that I'm making is this does not only show the lack of awareness that you have, but in that aspect, but it's also other facets of life that you probably need to fix that you haven't because you're so used to being mediocre.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Or content. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh
so you
my
have to like.
Hey, what's the beeping noise? I'm not understanding your point.
Man, God, like we need to pray. God help my people, man. Oh, boy.
I mean, I don't really think that if I lack understanding on something, that should be your response. It gives passive aggressive of judgment. It really, that's not really.
Of course you would say.
It's not that serious.
That's the problem. You don't think it's that serious. That's the problem. The problem is the fact that you still don't even know what I'm talking about, do you?
No, I mean, maybe your approach is not coming through to me, so maybe you should try to change your approach.
No, I think maybe you should try to change your brain, and maybe you should buy a hearing aid and train your ears to hear that loud ass smoke alarm that's in your ceiling that you don't hear. It's been beeping.
We don't have a smoke alarm.
You don't have a smoke alarm?
No, those are out. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what that noise is in the background.
And then another thing.
Okay. You said they're what? You said, wait, hold on. You said they're not smoke alarms. What are they?
You legitimately said.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Maybe you need to change your brain and you need hearing aids.
Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. You said it's not a smoke alarm. What is it?
You just said you need to change. I need to change my brain and I need a hearing aid. You don't think that's rude? I don't know you. You don't know me. We're having a conversation about dating and getting an understanding.
Yeah, and I'm making a bigger point.
Of life. And
I don't even know if are you looking in the comments? You're not seeing the people that's like reacting to like everything that you're saying. You focused on the way that I'm this and not even focused on my main point that I'm trying to make.
Okay, well, they said you're trolling me, so I ain't really got
I'm not fucking trolling you.
Oh my God. You see how other women keep women like her even more dumb and stupid? Her brain does need a bath. She's literally sitting underneath the smoke detector because we can hear it so loudly. It's not like it's several rooms away from her. She's got to be sitting underneath it. And the people are telling her in the chat that he's trolling her. What? so they don't hear it either. I mean, it's just so stupid to me. And the greatest ever, CDT Beats, he's done 2 songs for me. He's gonna do a 3rd, but I've been doing facials and stuff. But CDT Beats, I got your money coming for my computer love. But they don't. I love CDT Beats, the greatest ever. I see you in the chat shouting him out. He's the best. He's the best. But they don't hear it. None of them hear it. So even the ladies in the chat that are telling her that he's trolling her, they don't hear it either. Oh my God, delusion.
I swear to God, I'm not trolling you. I'm not trolling you. I'm not trolling you at all. You trolling yourself. Look at the comments. You don't hear that?
Why did you yell like?
Because this is bad.
I don't have no man.
First of all, I'm not mad. Now I'm trolling you. Now it's becoming. Now you just finna be the butt of the joke. You don't hear that shit?
Nah, I could never be the butt of the joke. But
you are already the butt of the joke. It's too late. You are.
If I don't hear something, I don't hear it.
Shout out to you, the Real Back Lexicon. They said it was so loud, I got up to see if it was mine. Yes, my son did too when we were watching this at breakfast. Like, it's not us. It's not us.
Okay.
What you mean?
What you need help with?
I don't really even think your help is even.
Yeah, I can't help you. You don't even have ears to hear that loud ass smoke alarm that's in your background that I told you 3 times and you still say you don't know what I'm talking about. This stereotype is insane to me. This is P brain is like an understatement. P brain is an understatement. That's not even a P brain. That's ridiculous.
For over 6 months, I personally feel like it shouldn't.
Do you hear that noise in the background?
Just let me know it's loud and I would have turned it off for you. You don't have to do that.
I didn't do anything. I asked you a simple question. I didn't do anything. Do you hear that noise in the background? It's a yes or no question.
Yes, I do. The fan.
That's the problem. Go ahead.
In college, but we were friends prior.
No one gives a if you haven't been at the house because you're there because you at college. It doesn't matter. You're there now. This is wrong with your women. That's why y'all stay single. That's why the is doing what he's doing. He ain't doing you the bare minimum because you can't change the battery. Idiot.
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. What's on your mind?
You guys.
Okay, so I've been talking.
We got 3 floors in this house. We got 3 floors. All right. If you know somebody that needs a battery, I will gladly send them one. Okay. You know how people have a bag of condiments in their drawer? I have a bag of batteries. Okay. Get you some batteries. Every time you go to the grocery store, you need to get yourself some damn batteries because all of us should have working smoke detectors in our houses. If we have kids, if we have elderly people living with us, we need to be prepared. Fires burn people's houses down every year. Like, what the hell? She said, is it the fan? No, it's not the fan, bitch. It's the damn smoke detector. What is wrong with them? What is wrong with them?
Talking to this guy since the last year. Now I know before.
Oh, wait, hold on. We got a super chat from Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson, it's so good to see you. I'm sorry, I'm cutting up tonight. He said, thank you for the donation to the garden, Mr. Wilson. He says, we don't have a smoke alarm. While we hear the smoke alarm beeping. I cannot, Mr. Wilson. Get these hoes, Mr. Wilson. Get you some damn batteries, Mr. Wilson. They need some batteries. I got them. Maybe this is what I'll give out for the for the gift basket this month. Somebody said, "Oh Lord, she done broke out the bag of batteries." Yes, I did. This right here is gonna drive you crazy.
You judge me, the timeline is long. You shouldn't be talking to a person for over 6 months. I personally feel like it shouldn't last that long. People are already aware of what they want. But I get it. You don't have to rush relationships or the talking stage. That's understandable. So my question is, I've been talking to this guy since last year. We met in college. I'm a sophomore. You can't hear me? You can hear me? Listen, don't judge. Hear the story first. Why are you shaking your head?
Do you hear that noise in the background?
Just let me know it's loud and I would have turned it off for you. You don't have to do that.
I didn't do anything. I asked you a simple question. I didn't do anything. Do you hear that noise in the background? That's a yes or no question.
Yes, I do. The fan.
That's the problem. Go ahead. We're just gonna let it rock. We're gonna let it rock out. She don't even hear it, y'all. Keep going. I'm listening.
Oh my God.
Is the fan a problem?
Keep going. Just go. You don't even know. You have literally no idea. You have completely toned the noise out. And that'd be my point.
Put me on game. Like, why are you?
I want you to finish, and then I want to make that point. I want you to go ahead and get to your point, and then I'm going to make that point, and I'm going to make it to where you understand what I'm trying to say. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. So we was talking. We met in August last year in college, but we were friends prior to this. We actually met my first year in college, but we was just friends. It was nothing more than that. So we always kind of had like an attraction to each other, but I didn't let it foster because I was in a relationship at the time. So I kept boundaries between the two. And it was never just a one-on-one relationship friendship between us. We actually was a group of friends at first. It was him and it was some other friends. Cool. So when fall semester came up, it wasn't just friendship anymore. It just became like,
Oh no. Don't you dare, Luis. Don't you dare put that on Barbie. Barbie taught us to have our shit together. Barbie had houses. She had horses. She had convertibles with the seatbelts. You knew that if you wanted to live like Barbie, your shit had to be together. Okay. I love Barbie. I love Barbie still to this day. To this day, I be wanting to buy Barbies. I have to get them for my niece. But to this day, you can't put that on Barbie. You can put it on Bratz. You can put it on the Bratz dolls, but you can't put this on Barbie. Okay? I have my bag of batteries. Okay? I even have batteries for my key fob for my car. Okay? I don't keep them in this bag. I keep them in my car. And I probably shouldn't because we're moving into summertime and the car gets hot when it's outside. But either way it goes, like, no, I have what I'm supposed to have for my shit. I know nobody wants to spend $15 or $25 on a case of batteries, right? They're expensive when you'd rather have like 3 pints of ice cream. I'm telling on myself. Or, sweet tea, because I love sweet tea. You would rather have more sweet tea than have to spend $15 to $20 on a box or a case of batteries. But it's necessary to your life and your lifestyle. Jesus Christ, they don't even know what he's talking about. How do you not hear that? That shit would drive me crazy. As soon as I hear the battery beep, I'm telling my husband, babe, the smoke alarm is beeping. You need to change the battery. He comes home, he goes to the battery bag, he grabs the battery, he changes the battery. His wife keeps the batteries in the house. Okay, if he needs a battery for his drill, if he needs a battery for the smoke alarm, if my son needs a battery for his Beyblades or whatever those toys are upstairs that require batteries, mama got him. So don't put that shit on Barbie. Barbie had us have our shit together. Okay? I mean, shoot.
We both fed into it. I wasn't in a relationship at the time, though, when I started to talk to this person on a relationship basis. So this person constantly doesn't do like the little things.
Thank you, Theo. It's good to see you, sir. You've been coming with some bangers lately. We've missed you, son. We've missed you. Thank you so much for the $20 donation to the Rose Garden. I got a funny drop for you. Here it goes. Stay here. Stay right there. Thank you so much, Do Better Podcast. I appreciate you rocking out with me tonight and for becoming a member. That makes me so happy. Thank you so much. We love you so much. Okay, if y'all don't know who the Do Better Podcast is, that's Theo Coop, and he has an amazing channel, and you should go and subscribe to him right away. If you think that what I'm showing you is entertaining, what he got over there is like on another level entertaining. Okay, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. You will be thoroughly entertained all the time. Okay, he makes you laugh most of the times, but some of the shit he posts will make you be like, damn, this is how people live in Karens and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, and Sandra too. Sandra has a great channel too, y'all. If y'all don't know Sandra Faye YouTube channel, y'all need to go check her out too, because she be snapping and she be on point every single time. I think if Sandra, she should open a church. The Book of Sandra should be coming soon. Okay, that's how dope she is. Yup. But I'm gonna let this play.
That's needed in a relationship, right? Now, I know it's very important to not match somebody's energy, but it's so hard to love somebody correctly when they're not loving you the same way. I know the best option is to just walk away, but it becomes harder to walk away when you actually care. So I just feel like this person doesn't do the little things, but they constantly tell me like, oh, what they want better for me, what they want more for me personally. But I feel like as a man,
what's your main point? Because I feel like you just keep going. What's your main point that you're trying to make?
My main point is
main question.
Why does this person want more out of me to give me like to give me more, like to just do, to lead as a man? Like, why does he feel like I have to come this way? Mind you, I don't have no problem with that, but it's like, why wouldn't you want to lead that way? Why wouldn't you want to give the things you know what I'm saying? Getting like, you don't even put out that energy and you want me to be the best woman.
How many times, how long have you been, do you live alone?
No, sir. I'm 21 and I'm in college. I stay with my mom.
And don't no man live there, I'm almost certain, right?
That's correct.
How long who's been there? What man has been there recently at that house?
No one.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on. Let's just wait. I'm gonna give it a few seconds.
Yeah. They said leave him alone.
Did you hear the noise? So you have completely, and I did that to prove a point. You have completely toned out the sound, ma'am. There is a smoke alarm that is beeping because the battery is low. And the reason why I hyper focus on this so much, and a lot of women don't understand it, it's not about the smoke alarm. It's about the principle. I'm trolling and joking a little bit, but I'm being serious. When y'all have these smoke alarms beeping and you can't even hear the sound anymore, what happens is that is an example of a lot of things that are going on in your life that you have probably toned out that are an issue that you are not fixing. Right. So it's not about the smoke alarm. It could be the way that you communicate with people. It could be your diet. It could be your lack of work ethic.
Yeah.
Whatever that may be, something so small like that says a lot. And that's why I asked, has there been any man there? Because no valuable man, no real man is going to sit around at a house and have a smoke alarm beeping and he ain't going to get his grown ass up and change the fucking smoke detector. So the fact that now I'm not taking accountability away from you and your mama because y'all two grown ass women. That smoke detector needs to be fixed.
Okay.
It got to be fixed. And the fact that you can't hear it and your mama can't hear it is even worse. So I want you to do something for me. Now I'm going to answer your question that you have. I want you to, if your mama around or she not there, next time your mama around, ask her, when you hear the beep, ask her, Mom, do you hear that noise? And she's more than likely going to tell you, no, what noise? and it's gonna hit you with exactly what I'm talking about. Now,
Okay.
about the question that you're asking me about the guy.
Can I respond now, please?
About the smoke alarm?
Yeah, not really. I just want to respond because I can respond.
I mean, sure, I haven't really given my perspective on your question, but go ahead.
Yeah, but you spoke on the smoke alarm, so I can respond to that part. So my response to that is, you asked me my situation first. I'm sure to clarify before you gave your answer, but like I said, I'm a college student. I'm a first generational college student in my family. The first to ever go, and I'm 21. I'm not home. I don't live in my house majority of the year. So when I am home.
So what? What does that have to do? What does that have to do with the fact that there's still a smoke alarm? As soon as you walk in the house and you hear it, you should do something to change it.
No, I wasn't finished. No, I wasn't finished. And I don't respect
your point doesn't make any sense, though. It doesn't matter if you're not there.
To my point.
Okay. I don't care about your point, though, because your point is irrelevant.
I agree with that too. To Love 29. I've heard men call in on different shows, and I think that it was a couple of shows on Kevin Samuels where a man had a smoke detector alarm going off and he checked them too. So I agree with you. It's like the mentality of the person that you're talking to. But on his show, it's a majority of women watching him. They call to snap on him about his talking points. But when they're calling to snap on him, this is what he's hearing in the background. Or when they're calling to ask why certain things in their lives aren't going the way that they would hope that they would go. And he has to point out, well, you're so perfect and you don't do anything wrong, yet I'm sitting here talking to you, getting woefully annoyed by your smoke alarm that you don't even hear or pay attention to. So you can't be doing everything as perfectly as you think because you've got this smoke alarm going off and off and off and off. So it's likely something that you're not paying attention to that is the problem of why you can't be in a committed relationship or why no man will commit to you. So yeah, see, my demographic, my followers are mostly male. I have 68% male audience, American male audience. So, this is the kind of things that I usually hear them talk about when I'm on different panels or throughout the content that I'm watching. So that's why I thought that you guys would think this was funny. So that's why I'm showcasing this tonight.
Because you're not listening. This is the thing when we're talking about combative, emotional, argumentative women. Instead of you actually listening and hearing my point, you're listening to defend and respond instead of listening to understand. That's the problem. It doesn't matter if you haven't been at the fucking house. What matters is the fact that you're there and you hear it. And I just asked you, well, actually, you didn't hear it. I asked you, did you hear it? And you said no. So that further proves my point. No one gives a fuck if you haven't been at the house because you're there because you at college. It doesn't matter. You're there now and you've been there.
And young ladies, just because you go to college and you're book smart, that doesn't mean that you're like universally smart. Like when you go to college, like I have 3 college degrees. I have an associate's degree in paralegal studies. I have a bachelor's degree in communications. And then I have a master's degree. Okay. Those are concentrated. I picked a program and I concentrated on that topic to get a degree in that field. Right? Just because you're in college doesn't mean that you know everything and that you're the smartest woman that's ever walked the earth. There are still things that you can learn as you're getting your college degree. So I agree with him on this point. Like instead of sitting up here listening to respond, you should have said something like, well, oh my God, I hear you. Now I've heard it 3 times since you've mentioned it. That's annoying. How do I turn it off? How do I fix it right now? If I don't have a 9-volt battery, how do I make it stop so that I'm not annoying you in this conversation? It's like they never move to the most proactive way to fix what's happening. It's always excuse after excuse after excuse.
You've been there. I've been to college. I graduated. I finished. I've been to multiple four-year universities. It doesn't matter. I'm a first-generation college student. Nobody gives a fuck. You and everybody else. Nobody cares. The point is, you ain't fixing that smoke alarm and you didn't hear it. So you have toned it out. So actually, that makes my point even more, and that makes it even worse. The fact that you ain't been there and you don't hear the smoke alarm, and it took me to tell you, that's because I'm a man. I'm a real man, and I'm gonna check that shit. And and you women need to start handling your business when it comes to shit like that. Nobody should have to tell you that it's grown adults.
Man, let me finish my sentence. And you
But you're gonna make sense though. Make sense though.
That is so insane to me. I didn't even be rude to you.
Have a good day. Fix your fucking smoke alarm.
I love him.
This is wrong with you women. That's why y'all stay single. That's why them niggas doing what he doing. He ain't doing you the bare minimum because you can't even change the fucking battery. Idiot.
Oh.
What's going on?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear you though. Try to come close to your phone or your mic.
Okay, wait, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Do you hear that noise in the background?
No.
Yeah, I know. It's the problem. Do you live by yourself?
Yeah, there's no noise in the background. It's probably the AC, but I need to ask you, am I toxic?
I'm asking you again. You don't hear that noise in the background, right?
No.
Yeah, that's the problem. How long have you been living by yourself?
Like 4 months.
Has any man been there in the last 4 months?
Like living with me?
Just being at the house. A man that you was romantically involved with, or maybe like a father or cousin just coming over.
Yeah.
Who? How many?
My boyfriend. One.
You got a boyfriend?
Well, I broke up with him. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Well, you and him both on some bullshit. The reason why I'm saying something is because you don't hear that fucking smoke alarm that you got in the background. It's beeped twice so far since we've been on the call. You don't hear that?
No, there's no smoke alarm going on.
Homie, thank you so much for your donation to the garden. I appreciate you. Before you drop up out of here, let me play this for you, sir. I appreciate you so much for dropping by and showing love to the garden. I appreciate you for watching my videos on the weekend and sending me super chats too. Okay, I appreciate you so much for all the support. I really do. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. There is a smoke alarm, and we heard it twice. It's already beeped twice. There's 100% a smoke alarm.
Yeah, this beeps, but it's not like going off. It beeps randomly all the time.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Anyways, am I talking?
No. Fuck all that right now. That's the point. It's not supposed to do that. You realize that, right? It's not supposed to keep beeping. You know that, right? And the fact that your man don't know that is even worse. But you don't know that it's not supposed to do that, Rose?
It's the batteries, so it's probably the battery.
Yeah, we know why. We know it's the battery. What I'm asking is, you know it's not supposed to do that, right, though? It's not normally supposed to just be beeping, right?
No, I didn't know that. Because it does that all the time.
Oh, no, boy. Okay. Go ahead. Fuck it. Go ahead. What's your question? Fuck it. What's your question?
Okay, I want to know if I'm toxic. I broke up with my boyfriend because he said bless you to a girl when she sneezed.
Get the fuck off my live asking me that stupid ass shit.
Hi, do you mind if I keep my...
This biatch broke up with her boyfriend because he said bless you to another woman that sneezed. And she has a smoke detector going off over her head. And I mean, what is going on? Like, what is wrong with these hoes? What the fuck? Me and my son, we were so annoyed watching this. My son was like, really? Really, Mom? He's 15. He's 15 years old. I'm like, if you ever bring a woman like this around me, oh my God, don't you? Nevin, if you watch this and you think that this is jokes and all funny, it is. It is. Until you bring one of these 304s around me, you have me come over to her house and I hear the smoke detector, I'm beating the both of y'all. Okay. Where is the switch? Okay. Is you need a whooping and she need a whooping too. What? Don't you dare be laying up at some young lady's house with the smoke detector beeping and you not coming to get your mama batteries, okay? Your mama got enough batteries to go around. Get a battery and take it over there and pop the little thing off and pop the old battery out and pop the new battery in. It even tells you how to do it. Oh my God, the genius CEO. Beep, beep. Beep. You hear that noise? What noise? The fan? The AC? The hummingbirds outside? What the fuck? What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And Ichiban, been a member for 8 months. He says, thank you for a great show. You're welcome, sir. Thank you for being here. And then I have Azu Moshwala. Azu Moshwala. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, okay? He says, or she says, I think this is a he. I went to change the batteries at my aunt's house because it was driving me crazy. She didn't know that it was that it ain't supposed to do that. She's divorced. Oh my God. Well, God bless you as her nephew for going over there and helping her. Because that speaks to the kind of man you are. Okay? You're a good man. I'm sorry. My dog doesn't like that lady walking by. I have my window open, so I have to speak kind of slowly, lowly. But my dog barks at the HOA lady. And she just walked by the house. It's like, yeah, get her, Winston. But thank you for contributing to the Rose Garden tonight, Mashwala. I appreciate you. I got a drop for you. Here we go. That's how these ladies get off the call with Aunt CEO. They want to call 911. They like grabbing their head. They can't believe that a man talked to them like this. Okay. And then from downtown, it's good to see you. He says the dating market is full of talking zombies. Oh my God. I mean, really, because we've watched 3 calls so far, 3. And didn't each lady sound just as dumb as the lady before her? So it's literally a type of woman. It's not every woman. It's a type of woman. And it's like, why don't these women find something more important to worry about than calling these men on these podcast channels and venting their stupidity? It's like, go read and study. Why don't you ask the men that you're dating why they don't want to be with you, why they don't stay with you? They would be a better reference point than Aunt CEO, than Kevin Samuels. I mean, even Kevin Samuels would say, what would the last 3 people you dated say about you? Well, I don't know. If you're my ex-boyfriend, I know why we broke up. I know your point of view and your perspective as to why you think we didn't work out. And then you know mine, because I'm the type of girlfriend that I need to know. Why are you breaking up with me? What did I do? How can I fix it? Can it be fixed? Thank you from downtown. I appreciate you so much, Shouty. I got a drop for you. You want to see it? Here it go. starting to get tired of the little beeps on the. I might have to do a new super chat thing because from the beats on the super chat drop and the beeps on the damn the video we're reviewing right now, it's too many damn beeps. Okay. But I went over my time. I got to start dinner, y'all. I'm glad that I could have so much fun making y'all laugh tonight. You see how we went from something serious and then we got into things that were a bit more fun and jovial to discuss. But through and through, it is what it is. Like, these young ladies are cooked. They're cooked. Whether they're Nia Long's age or freaking Keke Palmer's age, this is a type of woman. And this, I just don't think they can be fixed. So I don't think that there's ever going to be a lack of content for us content creators because they're never going to get it. They're never going to get the bigger picture. Okay. Hey, Got Flavor. It's good to see you. Hey, Project Leroy. Hey, it's good to see you. Yes, you too. Take care. I wanted to give everybody that contributed to this show monetarily a shout out before I give my last words. So let's start from the bottom because I see some of y'all are leaving. From downtown, thank you so much. Mashwala, thank you so much. Ichiban, it's good to see you tonight. I'm so happy that you're still a member. If you guys haven't joined the Smell the Roses membership, please consider doing so. Help my garden grow. The Genius CEO, thank you for stopping through. Homie, thank you so much for all of your love over the weekend and your love tonight. The Do Better podcast, thank you so much for becoming a member and for dropping $20 on me. I appreciate you. Mr. Wilson, Rondi, Mr. Walker, the greatest ever. Thank you so much. For you coming through tonight. I appreciate you. Stuntman Kareem, I appreciate you. 30K as always. Thank you so much for all that you do for the channel. D_1957, I appreciate you so much. L Howard, ma'am, thank you. Thank you. I love it when the ladies show me support because I have mostly male subscribers. And then Messy Michonne came through, which is just the apple of my eye. Okay, thank you so much for your support, ma'am. Lee Turner, as always, my A1 from day one. And you too, Reed Pink. It was good to see you tonight. Another A1 since day one. I appreciate and love you all so much. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button for me on your way in or on your way out. If you're catching the replay, definitely, please hit the like button right here. I'm about to break down the show. Oh, and I got another super chat. Thank you so much, Mr. Project Leroy. He says, greetings, Smell the Roses. You come on early now. Yes, I've been coming on early because we're wrapping up the 10th grade. I need to do so tight with a bow. So I needed to switch my schedule around to better accommodate my son as we wrap up the 10th grade. So I've been starting the show at 6 instead of 9. That might change again over the summer. So stay tuned on that. But I feel like I do a better job at 6 o'clock. I'm more vibrant and spunky. I'm not so tired. But yeah, I started earlier and I got a drop for you, sir. Wait, and I got from downtown, he says, YouTube keeps making me renew my subscription because I've been subscribed months ago. I appreciate you. I noticed that, and it's happened to me too on a few channels myself. I don't know if it was because somebody gifted me a membership or I don't know why that is, but I appreciate y'all for renewing them. And I love y'all. You guys are always so supportive in the chat, whether you're hitting the like button, talking in the comment section. It all is really helpful for my algorithm. I appreciate y'all. And thank you for gifting 5 Smell the Roses memberships. I appreciate you. So let me do this drop for you, Project Leroy. And yeah, That's for you from downtown, for you and Project Leroy from downtown. I appreciate y'all hitting the super chat button for me, sending me messages, keeping the chat live and flowing. All of you guys keep the garden growing and you keep it entertaining, and I appreciate that so much. Oh, Golden Brown says thank you from downtown. Yes, if you got a membership from downtown 296, please say thank you to him. And also to 30K. If you received a membership from 30K, please say thank you to him as well. These memberships will expire after 30 days. So if I do a good job, maybe you will consider renewing it on your own. Okay. I appreciate all of you guys for watching tonight. I did want to just say, the Rose Report has a different vibe. On Monday, we talk about more serious things that are in the news related to our livelihoods. And then on Wednesdays, I get a little ratchet by talking about, dating culture, modern relationships, and things like that. So Wilted Roses is not just about dragging people, it's about pulling the lesson out of the mess. If you have a smoke detector that is going off right now and we don't know about it, you need to go and get yourself some damn batteries, okay? Don't get the ice cream from Walmart. Don't get the bad junk food. Get yourself a case of batteries, okay, so that when your smoke alarm starts beeping, you have the resources that you need to change that sucker and put a new battery in, okay? So the petals fall so the truth can show. That was my bar tonight. And if the truth stings a little bit, then maybe that's the thorn doing its job. Okay? And that's my other little tea for you. Okay? Nia and Keke. That's my little tea for y'all. Okay? I hope that you guys like the show. Yeah, catch me on the replay. Catch me on these YouTube streets. You might see me on Friday night on the Untouchable Network. Next week on Wednesday, it might be a real big show going on. I might be going head to head with Donquisha, King Donquisha. Me and her might have a little battle with Fatty. We'll see how that goes. Okay. But either way, I'll be sure to tell you all about it next week so that you can prepare. Hopefully you guys will be on my side. Okay. If not, we'll have to fight. Okay. But I love you all so much. Be sweet to each other when we see each other in these other YouTube spaces. Okay. Until next time, my friends, I will see you all soon on Monday at 6 p.m. Be here or be square. Okay. Don't be square. Be here. Okay. Love y'all. Good night.